Hi there and welcome to Thursdays with Annette. So glad you're joining me. Oh my gosh, Di and I are just panicking right now because Billy has gone to Sydney to spend some time with his mum who's just come out of hospital. So let's hope everything works today. I'm a little bit anxious, but I'm sure we'll be fine because I'm in the kitchen, I've got my apron on, so I'm excited. It's my fun place to be and I'm so glad that you've joined me for today's show. Now, last week's show was fantastic. Lots of tips, if I don't say so myself, on getting ready for summer. And I think it's the perfect time right now to start thinking about getting that swimsuit out and making sure how you've gone over winter. Now, we had 3 fantastic winners from last week's show, and that was the beautiful Julie Pascoe, the gorgeous Laura Garraway, and the fabulous Diane Christensen. They all won their own little package, which was the perfect, the Portion Perfection Bowl, as well as the 8-week weight loss journal. So those girls have got that coming to you soon. So if you want to win something, then, you know, it's all going to happen at the end of the show to find out what it is. Now,
we're sideways.
Oh, so you have to put it up.
I don't know, that's kind of
I think we're sideways. Oh, hello, I warned you that Bill's not here. Oh my gosh.
Hang on, we're going to try. We're going to see if we can get you around the right way. So tell us if we're around the right way now.
How's that? Are we round the right way now? Oh gosh, Bill will laugh when he hears about this. Because we're using my phone, we normally use something else. How's that going, guys? Give us a thumbs up if it's right. I hope so. Is it? Someone tell us. Yes?
Perfect now.
Oh, yay! Good work, Diane. I told you, bear with us. I mean, Bill is our rock.
You're laughing at us.
Oh, you're laughing? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's take a breath. Now, what I'm going to cook for you today was a recipe that was requested by a beautiful lady who watches the show all the time, fabulous Tracy, said, Annette, I love the choc chip cookie recipe, but I find I have a little bit of trouble making it. I'm like, what? I make this all the time for my grandkids. It's fabulous. So finally I've been able to schedule it in. So Tracy and anyone else that loves the choc chip cookies, then you're going to know how to make my version, which of course is guilt-free and fabulous. So it's out of this book. It's the fabulous, I love book 4. I mean, I'm sorry, I say that about every book, don't I? And this is the recipe here, the choc chip cookies. So let's get started. And I think you're going to find it very, very easy to do. Alrighty, so first thing I'm going to do is check our ingredients because I always like to make sure I've got what I need. So we've got 1/2 cup of the white sugar, 1/4 cup of skim milk. You're going to use 1 egg white, 1/2 cup of choc chips. Now I've used the dark. I always like dark chocolate with the cookies, but you could use the dairy ones if you wanted, or even the white chocolate if you wanted something different. I've got 60 grams, which is 4 tablespoons of the Flora-Lite margarine. I'm just going to pop that in the microwave now to melt it, and we've got the 1/2 cup of self-raising flour, vanilla essence, cooking spray. Just one moment, please. Here we go. Done. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just roughly chop up the chips. Now, you could put them in like that if you wanted, but I like to spread the love a little bit. And I think, you know, it's really good to get lots of chocolate spread over the cookies. So I just roughly chop. I mean, some will stay whole. I'm not going to worry too much about it. But just give them a bit of a chop. Now, if, for example, you say, I'm not really a fan of chocolate. I mean, hello? Is anybody there? I don't think anyone heard me say that. Don't like chocolate. But you know what? You could vary this recipe if you wanted to take the choc chips out, and you could replace it with either nuts like pecans or macadamia or walnuts, any of those type of ones, or dried fruit. Like, why wouldn't it be fantastic with some cranberries, sultanas, that type of thing? So I think that's a good mix. So I'm just going to put my little chopped chocolate over there, and I'm going to bring my bowl in. Oh, there's a bit of chocolate. Waste not, want not. Oh, Hello. Okay, so what we start with is an egg white. Here we go. And half a cup of the white sugar. I'll just put these over in the sink. And we're going to beat that for a minute. I think this is a fabulous base for any type of cookie that you want to do. It's just so basic, you know, it's just got the basic ingredients. Like, I reckon you're probably always going to be able to make it because we always have the flour, the sugar, the egg, the margarine and that in the house. So you can then improvise it by using something else if you didn't have choc chip, for example. So it's a fantastic recipe. Now the fat count for this 24 biscuits we're going to make, if you look at the book, it tells you a difficulty rating of 2, but really I think it's a 1. And it's 2.3 grams of fat, but this is the kicker. It's only 75 calories a biscuit. Yeah. All right, so let me just get that off. Now I'm just going to get the marge. Okay, we're going to add in the skim milk. I'm going to put in the vanilla essence as well, so it's kind of like the wet mix. I want half a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Look, if you don't have any at home, don't buy it. You don't need it. It's okay, because it's quite sweet with the sugar as well as the chocolate, but I just like the vanilla flavour. And then we just give that a little sort of a mix-up, combine it, because the milk actually helps cool down the hot margarine. And we're just going to beat that up. And then we're just going to throw in the chocolate. I always bang, so I get all the chocolate. Let me get rid of these, put them over in the sink. Oh, there's a choc chip. And now just mix that together. I mean, how basic is this recipe? And now I'm just going to put in the sifted flour. 1.5 cups. Self-raising flour, of course. Now, remember, this recipe is from Symply Too Good to Be True number 4. It's in the baking section. And hello, it's school holidays here in Queensland, and I know the other states are coming on soon. So how perfect is this to put on the agenda when the kids are bored? Hello, get them in the kitchen making some fabulous recipes. And this one is super, super easy. So you're just going to mix that together. You want all that flour combined. And that's our cookies done. Hello, I mean Tracy, are you watching me, girl? Here we are. I want to get all that in. It's a cookie dough, so it's not dry. Look at that. Yum! I know, we're very excited for afternoon tea today, I've got to tell you. All right, so now I'm going to give you a tip. This is how you can do your perfect little choc chip biscuits. So straight up, I'm just going to put the kettle on. And I had it on before, but I want it hot because as we go, I'm going to move the fork onto the top, but with the hot water. Now, in years gone by, as a kid, I used to always be told you had to dip it in flour when you're pushing it down, but the fork actually then you get all flour all over the top of your biscuits. No, I don't want that. That'll do. Let's pour it in. So I'm getting ready. So there's my water and my fork ready to go. I want some cooking spray. Now, you normally would have 2 trays, but because of time, I'm only actually going to put one tray together for you to see, and then I'll do it after the show. I'll do the rest. So now what you're going to do is you're going to do a spoonful. And the tip here is your hands. Roll it with your hands, Tracy. You know, you could put it on and then just push it down with a fork, but you get sort of rustic, rough cookies. But I like round, and I think then they kind of look a bit store-bought and a bit fabulous. So what you do is you get a spoonful in your hand and roll. You'll probably find you have to dip in quite regularly so that it stays, see it's stuck to me there. So just get it in, just flick it off. It's not a big spoon, like, you know, like don't get too carried away, otherwise you won't get 24. That's your choice. But what you can do if you want to be really accurate, okay, is you measure the weight, or you not measure, you weigh the mixture, the total amount, and then divide it by 24 because the recipe says 24 cookies. And that way you then can know the weight and just put it on your scales. I've done this because I feel like sometimes I just want to make sure I get the exact amount. And that way you get 24 and they'll all be the same size. So as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm just getting a spoonful, rolling it. It's a good consistency. Oh my gosh, they're so yummy, these biscuits. The oven's on 180 degrees, fan force, ready to go. I tend to put 12 on a tray. They spread a little bit, so allow a little bit of space. There we go. That one's a little bit tiny. I might just be a little bit more generous with that one. All right, so there's our cookies, our first tray. As you can see, I've got a whole lot of mixture left because that's going to be for another lot. And now what you do is you get your fork and just push it down. And as I'm pushing it down, I'm just trying to keep with the round shape. See how great that is? It makes it super easy just by making the water, make sure the water is hot. And I'd rather this than getting flour all over the top. All right. So you get where I'm going with this. They take about 20 minutes in the oven. But check it, because like my oven's a little bit hot, and so I kind of only do them, I put 15 minutes on, and then I check and maybe do a couple of more minutes with it as well. But as I said, remember they will spread. There we go. In the oven. As I said, I'll put my timer on for 15 because I want to just check, because I don't want them to be overburnt. Now, just let me wash my hands for a sec. There we go. Alrighty, so there's how you make Choc Chip Cookies Book 4. I hope that's helped you guys, and especially Tracy. I appreciate your support, everybody. Now, if you want to win a prize this week, I'm going to be giving out 3 lucky winners the chance to win Book 4. I mean, this has so many awesome recipes, and if you really love biscuits, can I just promote Book 5 right now? Because it has the whole section for biscuits, and they're fantastic. I love my sprinkle cookies. I make them all the time with my grandkids as well, and you'll see lots and lots of other cookies throughout all the cookbooks because I do love a crunch when I'm having a cup of tea. Now, if you want to win Book 4, what are you going to do? Well, you've got to like, share, and in the comments, write simply #Symply2Good. Remember the 2, remember the Sym, and the hashtag, and you'll go in the draw, and I'll pick someone next week, and you will be getting a personally signed copy of Book 4. How fabulous is that? So now, the other thing I want to remind you about is my Simply With You mentoring program. Now, it starts on Monday. We're so excited. We've had hundreds of people sign up. I'm super excited. But it's your last chance. If you want to sign up, you have to do it before Sunday at midnight because you'll be locked out. If you're not signed up by then, you can't join later. So go click into on the membership tab on my website. That's www.symply2good.com. simplytoogood.com.au and sign up. It's going to be the best 6 weeks ever. I'm so excited about it. Now, I will be back, of course. I'm having a 3-week break because I thought, well, Diane is leaving me. I know. Diane, where are you going? Italy. And where else are you having your 50th birthday? In? Paris. I obviously pay her too much, people. My God, I'm so excited. So Diane's having the whole of October off. So I'm going to come back on the 23rd of October, and that'll be, 25th of October. See, how am I going to cope without my Diane? I don't know, but I'm excited for having a break. Now, 25th of October, it will be daylight savings then. So just remember that, guys. Set your reminder in your diary or on your phone so you don't miss it, that it'll be 2 o'clock for Victoria and Sydney or New South Wales time. Queenslanders, we're going to be at 1 o'clock, so we're going to be a little bit earlier than that. So please remember that. I mean, who knew weight loss could be so deliciously healthy? But stop it right now. Can we have a drum roll, please? Look what I got. Of course, I made some this morning. Yeah. Who wants a Choc Chip Cookie? I know Diane doesn't. Just wait, Diane, okay, please? Just back away from the cookies. Get away from the cookies. I'll go on here. So there you are for today. It's been so good having some time with you. I think we've actually got it worked out. Hopefully everything's been fine. Billy will be back next time. Thank goodness. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in October. Remember, the 25th. Be here. That's where I'll be. Take care, guys.